Welcome to Shanghai. This is the season finale of the 2021 Porsche Carrera Cup Asia, presented by XM Trade. We're here to celebrate everything Porsche. So not only do we have the Carrera Cup Asia, we also have the Porsche Sports Cup China and the Sports Car Together Day. So our Porsche fans, drivers and enthusiasts are all coming together for this grand Porsche celebration of the season. So coming back to this series, our top 3 drivers are actually getting really close, separating by only 16 points in the Drivers' Championship. So right now, Daniel Lu from Team Jepson is leading from Cui Yue of Team Porsche Holding and James Kuai Yu of Team Star Chase. But not only are the top 3 drivers getting really close, Lin Kang from Meidong Racing and Ye Hongli, Liu Ye from BD Group are also well within the championship contention. So right now, round 13 of the season is about to get underway, and Liu Ye will be starting from pole position alongside Daniel Lu. 各位观众朋友，欢迎来到上海国际赛车场。我们这里是2021赛季由 XM Trade 呈现的亚洲保时捷卡雷拉杯的收官现场。那么在这个比赛周末呢，我们保时捷的车手们、车主还有所有的车迷们都在这里欢聚一堂。不仅仅有我们的亚洲保时捷卡雷拉杯，我们还有中国保时捷运动杯，还有我们的劲享跑车日。这真的是保时捷的一个年度的大的跑车嘉年华。那么回到我们现在的这个赛季吧，然后我们现在赛季的所有的车手积分榜上的竞争也是非常的激烈。前3名的车手呢，现在仅仅相差16分，我们还有3个回合继续进行。那么现在呢，在车手积分榜上领跑的呢是来自Team Jepson 捷胜车队的 Daniel Lu 陆文龙。那么他在他身后第2、第3的呢，分别是来自保时捷控股车队的崔越，以及来自追星车队的愉快。那么不要忘记了，我们美东车队的林康，还有我们宝德企业集团的叶红丽，也都非常有希望竞争我们这个赛季的总冠军。那么在我们即将要进行的第13回合的比赛中呢，叶红丽将是从杆位发车，和他一起从头排发车的呢是陆文龙。那么比赛马上就要开始，我们首先来观看一段视频，回顾一下上一站株洲站的精彩时间。
So just after 10:30 on a Saturday morning with 3 races to decide, 3 drivers' championships and the prestigious dealer trophy. And we're back where it all began nearly 6 months ago here at Shanghai International Circuit. Hello everybody, I'm John Hindorf in the commentary booth. 22 degrees in the air, just a little bit under that. Track still coming up, about 21.5 on the track, and just 50% humidity as we're getting ready for the first of the 3 races in this final event. An event that is huge for Porsche, with the Sports Cup and also a Sports Car Together Festival. Had one of those at Indianapolis Motor Speedway earlier in the year, and that had 3 rounds of the Porsche Carrera Cup North America on it. It's going to be a big weekend. Let's head down to Andrea with a couple of VIPs.
Welcome back to the grid. Round 13 is about to get underway, but I'm here joined by 2 gentlemen. Ben Ma, Director Motorsports of Michelin Asia Pacific, and Alex Shibo, Managing Director of Porsche Motorsport Asia Pacific. Welcome, gentlemen. Let's first start with Ben. 马奔先生的话，先欢迎您一下。然后其实的话，在我们的围场里，然后大家也是跟您很熟悉了，因为米其林是我们保时捷亚洲保时捷卡雷拉杯的唯一轮胎供应商。那么，能不能给我们讲一下我们的轮胎为什么这么特别呢？
首先呢，这次呢，我们来到保时捷，带来了全新的 Pilot Sport N3 的轮胎。这款轮胎呢是跟992车型一同研发，而且专配于这款车型。它应用于保时捷全世界所有的卡雷拉杯、同事和 Super Cup。那么这款轮胎在今年的这个使用下来以后的反馈呢非常的好。大家可以看到，除了胎侧全新的设计以外呢，同时这款轮胎另外一个特别之处呢，是它是在完全零排放的工厂生产出来的。那么米其林的宗旨呢是赛道到街道，那么我们可以和合作伙伴呢在赛道当中验证新的技术，那么把这样的技术呢跟合作伙伴一起带到民用来造福于更多的车主。
好，谢谢马Ben先生。So Ben just told me that the Carrera Cup cars, the GT3 Cup cars, are using the exclusive Michelin Cup 3 N3 Michelin Pilot Sport Cup N3 tires, which is developed in close proximity with our Porsche partners. So those are also being developed along with the Type 992 cars. So these tyres are used across the globe for Porsche Carrera Cups as well as the Porsche Super Cups. And also these tyres are produced in zero-emission factories. So this is in close alignment with the Michelin vision and strategy. Thank you, Ben, and over to you, Alex. I imagine hosting a race like this must be an incredibly complex job with lots of moving parts and people. Can you tell us a little bit more about this?
Yeah, I think when you see a weekend like this weekend, when we have the Sports Car Together Day, the Porsche Sports Cup China and the Porsche Carrera Cup Asia presented by Extreme Trade, it's a lot of events going on. Yesterday night also we had the delivery event for 20 years 911 special edition. So as you said, it's a lot of things to combine, a lot of things to do together. And as Ben just said before, I think to do this you need strong partner, and definitely Michelin is a very strong partner for us. This year we are very happy to celebrate the 60 years of collaboration with Michelin. We achieve so many things, so many milestones on the road, but also we won so many races and also on the racetrack. So I think whether on the road or whether on the racetrack, Michelin is a very strong partner, and we are happy to have them with us and to continue develop our specific tires also for the Carrera Cup. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Alex. Back to you guys.
Very busy weekend with all of those different championships. The 20 years special edition, 20 years in China for the 911, of course. 911 going back all the way to 1963, and the Type 992, the 8th version of Porsche's iconic sports car. 18 cars on the grid. We'll run through the grid for you in a little while, and there are some changes from how they're qualified. Got a couple of drivers who have got grid penalties, and we'll get you to them when we run through the grid in a little while, with the championship so delicately poised. Really no time for mistakes now, with just 81 points left in the season and just 26 points separating first and second in the AM, 35 first and second in the Pro-Am, and the top 3 in the overall championship separated by just 16 points. And by the way, in the dealer championship, it's only 13 points that separate the top 3 dealers. Jebsen leading by 4 from Porsche Holdings, with Star Chase at 13 further back. In the overall, Daniel Liu went long with 6 points lead for Toyoe, and Yu Kuai still in with a shout, and with the momentum having won last time out in that bright orange number 99 car. Bao Xinlong and Zhou Biwan, along with Min Hung, have been the main title protagonists all year, and they're the top three in Pro-Am. And in Am, it's the two brothers, Eric and Henry Kwong, with that 26 point gap in the favour of Eric, with Li Jia sitting in third place, but well down on the brothers. Now, you've seen Andrea down on the grid already. Let's go back to her. She's with Liu Ye on pole.
Leah, really happy to see you starting from pole position again. Very strong pace this weekend. Reckon you can get another win for the season?
Yeah, hopefully. All I think about is just do my own practice.
All right, good luck to you.
Quite a long run down to the first corner from the standing start here at Shanghai, and then that sequence of turns 1, 2, 3 and 4, which drop down quite a considerable amount. When you see the cars come out of turn 3 and head towards the kink at turn 4, look to the left hand side, the driver's left of the track, and that big wall at the top of that's turn 2. That's how far down they come. Smashing conditions, sun out, cars at the moment in the shade on the grid, the shade of the grandstand, but the rest of the track surface warming up nicely. Plenty of places to overtake here as well, particularly using the slipstream down that long 1200 metre back straight down from turn 13, the parabolica, down to the braking area at turn 14. Championship leader Daniel Liu went long. Team Jebsen, the blue and white number 20 car, has been virtually a permanent fixture at the front of the field, but didn't get on the podium here when we started the championship off here at Shanghai with 2 rounds in May. Indeed, none of the top 3 won here in the early part of the season. Best placed driver in the championship who won here was Lin Kong, who won the opening round of the season at this event. Toyue, very fast starter inside of row number 2, will be looking for the pole man to make a decent start and then try and follow him through to the right hand for turn 1. Engines are started and the flat 6 4-litre motors burst into life. It's 30 minutes or 12 laps around the Shanghai International Circuit, just over 65 kilometres or 40 and a half miles. Opened in 2004, Michael Schumacher with the lap record in his Ferrari for Formula 1. That 2:08.3 Lincoln from earlier in the season, that'll go today, I think. Really important to get the exit speed from turn 13 into that braking area, turn number 14. And beware track limits at the exit of turn 16. They're being monitored very carefully. The left-hander back onto the start-finish straights. Lovely track. Been fortunate enough to drive, although not race around here, back in the WEC days. Got a chance to do some safety car exercises here and drove the safety car, one of the safety cars. And beautiful variety of corners from turn 1, dropping down to turn 4, then the kink at 5, braking into 6. The wall there on the left-hand side of the drivers, you can see the drop from turn 2 down to turn 4 as the cars are streaming through that area of the track. So here's how they're going to line up. The Oye for PT Group, the 22 car, it's the silver and checkerboard car, has Daniel Liu went long in the 20, the blue and white car alongside him. Toyue, second in the championship, sits 1 row behind the championship leader with Yu Kuai and the bright orange Team Star Chase, number 99, alongside him. Then the lap record holder here, Ling Kong, in 5th, 6th, one more. Max Weiser for Toro Racing, the 7 in 7th. The number 911 for Nathan Liu Wenlu in 8th, 9th. Paul Sitter for Pro-Am Minho, Shobi won. And then a brilliant qualifying for Eric Kwong, the Am Paul Sitter in 11th position, ahead of the Pro-Am Championship leader, Bao Jinlong. Bian Ye in 13th, Henry Kwong in 14th, Li Jia in 15th, and 16th position is back in the championship. Welcome back, Wu Jizin. Then it is Li Jia and Jeffrey Z. Couple of drivers who have been penalised, so their lap times were counted, but they were dropped back places. And so if you're looking at the timing sheet, you'll see that the number 6 of Bao Jinlong, the Am Championship, Pro-Am Championship leader, should have qualified much further up the grid with his 2:08.6, but he's been assessed a 3 grid position penalty. That was for an infraction earlier on this weekend. And the number 9 of Li Chao, sitting in 17th position now, well, he actually should have been 5 positions higher. He was assessed a 5 position penalty for an infraction in the final race at Zhuzhou last weekend. So Bao Jinlong, the Pro-Am Championship contender, with it all to do. From back on the grid, and will have to pick his way through the traffic and the potential of incident ahead of him. So the final couple of cars come to a halt. The green flag is in hand, and it is now being waved. A bit of a delay there. The Porsche Chase safety car sitting behind our 18 championship contenders for Porsche Carrera Cup Asia, presented by Axim Trade. The lights go off, the clutches are dropped, and we are racing down towards the first corner. Top 3 spreading out. It is the pole sitter, Liu Ye, who has gone through into the lead. Gets a decent lead as well, with Daniel Liu and Toi Yue and Yu Kuai. So the top 4, as they were from the starting grid. Toi Yue already just nibbling around the back of Daniel Liu there as they go through turn 6. That's allowing Liu Ye in the 22 to get away. Side by side, further down the field. It's one of the Toro cars. Max Weiser was that, I think it was, having to defend. Still, that battle for second position on the road. Liu Ye well away from any potential danger. Has converted pole position very nicely, hasn't he? So he leads onto the back straight for the first time. 1.2 kilometres flat out. Daniel Liu went long, going very wide, but managing to hold his position further back down the field. Number 88 of the Ivory Break capital, Yuan Bo, defending and gets hit from behind. And through goes Max Visa in the first of the two white and red Toro cars. 2 places for the price of 1 there. As Ling Kong was having a look at the back of the number 88, Yuan Bo, coming through the last couple of corners for the first time. Across the line. Great battle going on for the minor places. No doubt about our leader at the moment, who's cleared off to around about 1.6 seconds. Then it's Daniel Liu, Choyue, Yu Kwai, Max Visa making up a couple of spots to 5th after that little move. Yuan Bo next up, Min Hung in 8th, leading the Pro-Am category. And Eric and Henry Kwong 13th and 14th, about half a second or so between those two. Battling for the AM lead, and indeed the AM championship. It is the number 23 multicoloured Kiddie World car for Eric Kwong, the championship leader, that leads that little battle. Meantime, side by side again, and that is the second of the Toro cars coming under pressure from Yuan Bo. No, it's Visser in fact. Visser going side by side with Ling Kong in the number 12. Won the first round of the championship season here, so likes this track. That silver car then moving up a position. 66 is Min Hung, crossing the line now. It's Liu Ye has got the fastest lap of the race, 2:06.810. That is a new lap record. We did go a little bit quicker than that in qualifying, but obviously lap records can only be set during a race. And that, by the way, for comparison, is over 10 seconds faster than the TCR lap record, which was set here in 2018. And it's just on a second away from the lap record for GT3, set here in 2018 by an Audi R8. Chen Wei An, the driver of that car. I suspect that lap time might get even quicker, as the number 22 BT Group Liu Ye driven absolute run car is now 2 seconds away at the head of the field, dominating this first of 3 rounds this weekend. Absolute racing with 4 cars in the field again this weekend, and they are on home turf here with their main headquarters and workshop just off the back of the paddock within the grounds of Shanghai International Circuit. I suspect they haven't even had to get the trucks out this weekend. They've either driven, towed or pushed the cars from the workshop to the garages. Ingo Bakker and his team here at Shanghai, massive supporters of not only the Porsche Carrera Cup Asia, but all motorsport in this region, and have been very successful down through the years in a variety of championships. currently leading the race here. Now, second place in the race, but leading the championship. Daniel Liu went long in the 20, blue and white Jebsen car. Managing to hold off his championship rival. 6 points the gap between the blue and white number 20 and the red, white and black number 86 in the championship. And then only another 10 points back to the next car in the race, the bright orange number 99. It's another one of the absolute run cars for Team Star Chase. And Jiquai. We'll be keeping an eye on the fastest laps, because that does get a point, and given how close it is in the championship, that's could be extraordinarily important. Daniel Liu went long then. He took the championship lead a couple of rounds ago, held on to it through the 3 rounds at Juzhou. With events ago, he took the championship lead. Went into Juzhou with a 3-point lead, came out of it with a 6-point lead. Didn't quite go his way, but by the same token, none of his championship contenders, championship rivals, were able to capitalise. Third of the way through the race, and it's almost 2 seconds at the front of the field. So Leo Ye, 2:06.810, his best time. That is the new lap record, and a point for him at the moment. Team Jebsen then, leading the dealer championship as well. Beautiful weather. Oh, big slide. Very big slide. Coming out of turn 12 and into 13. That looked like the number 88 of Wambo in the Ivory Bay Capital car. I think he's going to lose a position now to the 68. Maydog Racing, Shobi One, fighting his way back up through the grid. So our Pro-Am leader back up into second place in the class, and ahead of his championship rival, Bao Jinlong. That's the 2 cars going across the line now. Here comes Bao Jinlong down the inside into turn number 1 in the red, white and chrome blue car. Tries to the inside at turn 2. Door firmly closed by Zhou. And Bishobi with the grid penalty, but he has been able to fight his way through. The satin blue car behind them is Bian Ye, another absolute racing run car, and another Pro-Am driver. So that's 3rd, 4th and 5th. 2nd, 3rd and 4th, sorry. in Pro-Am, battling together just on the outskirts of the top 10. Problem for Jeffrey Z. Has gone off the track but rejoined in the silver and black car. Now, didn't see any damage on that car, so I think he might have just spun himself coming out of turn 3. Yeah, exactly so. Fired up the Michelins a little too spiritedly, and the car pirouetting. It's dropped him some time, but not any damage. He'll live to fight for the rest of the race as we hit half distance. 2 seconds at the front. Leo BD Group leading. Won the second race of the season, which was here 6 months ago now. And clearly, absolute big base here. He's tracked well. They've got the setup right today. You like that got for Leo as well. So that'll be an extra point. Plus his point for pole position. If it stays like this, he'll get the full house and 27 points for his championship. And actually, he came into this weekend just a point behind Lincoln, 4th and 5th in the championship. As it stands right now, it's a 9-point gap. Daniel Liu and Long to Yuet, with Hugh Kwai dropping back to 22 points away from the leader. And we'll keep you up to date with that throughout weekend. And the second race of the day this afternoon will be live with the build-up at a little before 3:30 local time, 3 in the afternoon, and then back tomorrow morning for the final race of the year in the 2021 Porsche Carrera Cup Asia, presented by Axon Trade. Well, this so far is a copybook performance by Leo Gear, the PD Group driver, and the number 22 car, holding that gap around about 2 seconds. The battle for the championship, 2nd, 3rd and 4th position. The white and blue Jebsen car just dropping down the hill to turn 3. He hasn't been put under massive pressure since the opening couple of laps. Daniel Liu, Ben Long, with no championship. For Porsche last year, he did an endurance championship. Toyue still sitting in 3rd position. Oh, big lot up from the championship leader. Now, right front Michelin was locked for quite a long time there as he came into turn 11. Now he's on the back straight. The problem will be if he's flat spotted that, it will come around again every time he brakes. Still just under half of the race to complete, and Toyue is trying to pounce down the turn number 14, the end of the back straight. underneath the extraordinary skywalks. The first one that leads to the press room, the second one to the hospitality area. Great view from up there, you can see all the way down to the back straight. Now this is the battle for second and the championship at turn 1 and 2. Down to turn 3, Toyue. Oh, there's a touch there. Toyue just gently tapping the back of the team Jebsen, blue and white number 20, right ahead of him. Unsettled Daniel Liu there for a moment. Liu's losing the back end of that car. He's having to drive defensively. And this track is quite abrasive, so offline there's tyre debris, marbles, and that may be affecting the grip that Daniel is getting. So here is the problem for Daniel. How hard does he want to fight? He can't risk a non-score here. Toyue right on his tailpipes at the moment. Meantime, the battle in 10th, 9th, 10th and 11th also has the championship leaders in Pro-Am. So the 88 in 9th is Rambo. Now that is a full pro overall championship car. But the next two cars, the silver with the blue, is Joby 1. Get back to that in a moment as the battle for second comes to the end of the lap. Oh, Daniel's moving around in the braking area. The stewards will be watching that. That was quite stout defence. When does stout become desperate? And when does desperate become blocking? Not my decision to make, thankfully. But Daniel is moving around, trying to take the defensive line. And all of a sudden, that gap to Liu Ye, our leader, which was, remember, just a couple of seconds, it's now 4.2 seconds. Bit of a lock up from Toyue. Oh dear me, that was down at turn 6. So this is the championship. This is the championship on the line. 6 points between these two as the lights went out. How much life are they taking out of the Michelin Pilot Sport N3s? Oh no, that's the ninth place car's gone around. Yuan Bo. And he's dropped back at least a couple of positions. He's dropped behind Joby 1. Oh, and also it looks like Bao's gone through. So that's significant. Joby 1 has dropped back. So second in the championship, Joby 1 in the Pro-Am championship, now behind the leader in the championship, Bao Xilong, in the silver number 6. So I wonder if there was a little bit of shenanigans went on there. Those three were battling for 9th, 10th and 11th. So for the moment at least, Daniel Liu Wenlong has consolidated his lead. As I was about to say earlier, he missed the championship last year because we didn't have one, so he went off and raced in the China Endurance Championship. Meantime, in Am, Eric Kwong leads Henry Kwong by couple of seconds. That reflects their championship standings as well. Pianier, Absolute Racing's silver blue car, in 11th position at the moment. And that's Li Chao behind him for Porsche Beijing Central and Gulport. Stages of the race now. A race that has belonged to Leo Ye. Our pole sitter got off the line and converted the pole to a decent lead. Wasn't over 4 seconds not so very long ago. So it's been brought back a little bit by Daniel Liu Wenlong. Long with Chubby One behind him as they go on to the back straight. So it looks like the Pro-Am Championship leader fighting back a second in the class, but still 2.5 seconds behind Lim-Ho, the number 66 car. He, by the way, is third in the Pro-Am standings, and if he can stay where he is, that will be his first class win of the season. Just under 6 minutes to go, but just this lap and one more, so we will get the full 12 laps in. Pro Championship leader Daniel Liu Wenlong has weathered the storm, I think, and a couple of little nudges and taps from Toy Yue, and he's going to stretch his championship lead here. Yu Kuai will be disappointed that he hasn't been able to put pressure on the two cars ahead of him. It looks like he's going to finish off the podium. Here then, at the moment, cruising. Daniel Liu Wenlong has found some pace in these last couple of laps, and he's taken a second out the leader. Now, is that just the leader pacing himself, or is there something more sinister going on there? Battle for 4th position. Yu Kuai in the orange number 99 as the leaders go on to their last lap. Oh, that's to check the flag, excuse me. So excited, managed to miss a lap. So taking the second win of this 2021 season, Leo Ye wins it for BD Group and Absolute Racing from the championship leader Daniel Liu Wenlong. Team Jepson in second, so extends championship lead over Toy Yue, who came in third. Yu Kuai holding on to fourth ahead of Lincoln. Well, I saw a checkered flag there, but the guys are still at race speed, and I'm not seeing anybody lifting off. But they have completed 12 laps by my timing screen, so I'm pretty certain that is correct. Now I think everybody's realised and it's slowing down a wee bit. First win for 2021 in the Pro-Am category for Min Hung. For Toro Racing. On the number 66 car. Third in the championship for him. And yet another win for Eric Kwong for Kiddie World Racing in that multicoloured number 23. And that is his 8th win in class of the year. And will stretch his championship lead over Henry Kwong in second. No doubt about our winner. Still fairly on it when he's slowing down that, in fairness. Let's see if he peels into the pits. Yes, he does. So no mistake there for Leo Ye. Indeed, no mistake from the very moment the lights went out and he dropped the clutch. On home ground then, BD Group, Absolute Racing take the win from Team Jebsen in second and Porsche Holding in third. Comes to a halt in the Parc Fermé area. Well, that was as untroubled a run as I think you could probably have. Toyue coming in third position in the number 86. Daniel Liu Wenlong already having pulled up in second place. Well, not the win that I'm sure he wanted for Daniel, but for championship, that's job done. Finished ahead of both of his championship rivals and stretches his lead. The cheering you can hear in the background is that of Min Hung taking the Pro-Am victory, his first class victory of this 2021 Porsche Carrera Cup Asia, presented by Axim Trade Season. Eric Kwong pulling up for the AM win. His brother to the right in the yellow and black car. And third in the AM category. I think it's Lee Jia. Yes, it was. The 828 Silver Rocket. Silver Rocket, which is actually dark grey, rather confusingly. So we'll confirm the results then, unofficially at the moment, until after scrutineering. Leo Ye from Daniel Liu Wenlong and Toyue, that's your top three. Min Hung taking the Pro-Am honours. That's his first time on the top step of the podium this season. Eric Kwong from Henry Kwong. Should just mention Bao Jinlong getting back up after his grid penalty and ahead of Shobi-Won. He'll stand on the second spot on the podium for Pro-Am. Let's head down to Leo Ye, our winner.
Leo, congratulations. What a weekend, what a start to the weekend. Pole position, fastest lap and victory. Talk us through it.
Well, really thanks to the team. We have a fantastic car, and there's nothing. I still don't know if I deserve this, but definitely the team deserve it. And we are quite safe for the pace, so I just managed the race. That's all.
What about the championship overall?
Well, I think it's still 2 races to go, and I'm quite far behind, thanks to the mistake I made during the season. So we'll see what happens in the last 2 races, but I think we will never give up.
Well, don't give up, and best of luck to you.
Thanks.
Well, that result will move him up 1 place in the championship. He will leapfrog Lin Kong into 4th. Started the race today, just a point behind. And with Ling finishing down in 5th position. That'll give Leo Ye a handy little cushion going into this afternoon's race, and then the final event tomorrow. Now, one of the happiest men I've seen getting out of a car in a long time. First win of the season in Pro-Am for Ling Hong.
恭喜闵行啊，也是为我们同源赛车获得了这个赛季的第1个胜利，给我们讲讲你的心情吧。
首先这个是我第1个卡莱拉杯的冠军，组别冠军，然后我现在非常的开心，然后有一个很好的状态，然后很好的发车，然后在保持好自己的位置以后拿到了这个冠军，然后今天非常开心，也非常感谢来观赛的朋友，还有感谢我的车队通源汽车 Toro Racing， 谢谢。
好，谢谢闵行。So Min-hung told me he's so excited to get the first victory, class victory for Toro Racing. He's on great form this weekend, great start for him, and just kept his pace, and then finally brought home the victory. So yeah, best of congratulations to Min-hung again. Back to you guys.
Yeah, Min with a really good qualifying performance, which gave him the opportunity to get that victory. Really wasn't troubled either in his run to the first victory, his first victory of the season. Now at the other end of the winner's spectrum in Am, 8th race win of the season.
Eric, if my math is correct, this is your 8th victory of the season. So talk us through it, and also the championship is getting ever so close, isn't it?
Yes, it's finally coming to an end, and this is the last weekend of the season, and I think today I have a good start, and then kept my pace a little bit, and then my brother fight with me a little bit, and then I think he did a mistake and lock up and went out, but he fight hard to come back. And at the end of the last corner, I still have to defend it myself. So yeah, we finished the race. We're happy. Yeah, and let's see today afternoon. Yeah, finish the race tomorrow. Then we'll finish.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Another race this afternoon. We'll be on the air at just before 3:25, 3:25 p.m. local time. Make sure you join us for that. Meantime, let's remind you of what you've just been watching. So a great start from Leo Ye was what put the prime position to take top points, all the action behind him. Ning Kong having to fight his way through the field. Third and fourth position. Cheers in back in the championship this year, the 55 car, this weekend rather. Big lock up for Daniel Liu Wenlong. That gave Toy Yue the chance to close in. He got close, very close indeed, close enough to trade a bit of paint. Couldn't take away a second position in the race and claw any points back on the championship leader. Very fair racing from those two teammates. Jizin and Jeffrey Z side by side for ZZRT competition. Bao Long coming through from a grid penalty to second place in the Pro-Am category. BD Racing Absolute taking the win by just over 2 seconds in the line. So on this busy weekend, probably already hear that we've got another set of Porsches heading out. Sports Cup and Porsche Sports Car Together Festival this weekend. So plenty of action. Hope that you'll want to join us 3:25 p.m. local time. That's 25 past 9 in Central Europe, 25 past 8 in the morning in the UK. Do the rest of the arithmetic yourself. We'll stay at Shanghai for the moment whilst we wait for the podium celebrations. And a reminder that even after our last race in the championship on Sunday, we do still have more Porsche Carrera Cup Asia presented by Axim Trade for you, with a post-season invitational event on the streets of Macau at the Macau Grand Prix. All the details on the Porsche Carrera Cup Asia website for that. We will have live coverage of that for you. So just waiting for the formalities to be organised. 9 drivers to be corralled. Andrea will be looking after very loud Porsche road cars out on the track at the moment doing some lapping sessions. All part of the Sports Car Together Festival. Very successfully held a similar event at Indianapolis Motor Speedway earlier in the year. Porsche Carrera Cup North America part of that. They had a triple header there. So down at the Porsche Sports Car Together podium, the preparations have been made. The podium, the champagne, and most importantly, the bibendum is there. The trophies are off to the side, and hopefully we've got some drivers as well. I think I heard Andrea there in the background, so we can't be too far away. Beautiful weather. It's coming up to 11:30 local time. No daylight savings time across China, of course. One time zone. So the sun's already gone over at zenith, so when we race this afternoon we should see longer shadows.
将为您带来的是来自由 Axim Trade 联合为您呈现的亚洲保时捷卡罗拉杯第13回合正赛的颁奖典礼。有请各位嘉宾一起来到我们围场的主舞台区域，谢谢。
Presentation party on the stage now.
由 Axim Trade 为您联合呈现的亚洲保时捷卡罗拉杯第13回合正赛颁奖典礼，现在我们开始为 Overall Class 专业组颁奖。首先，让我们一起来看看第3名。The third place goes to Porsche Holding 崔越 ，Congratulations. And the second place goes to Jepson Daniel 陆文龙。And the winner goes to BD Group Liu Ye. Congratulations. 同时获得经销商奖杯的获奖人是 BD Group， 恭喜！谢谢。接下来我们有请保时捷中国市场副总裁乔家琪先生为冠军颁发奖杯。再次恭喜6。接下来我们再次有请 Sky 先生为经销商颁发奖杯。恭喜 BD Group， 谢谢。接下来我们将有请单一品牌赛事高级经理戴瑞欧先生为亚军颁发奖杯。And now I'd like to invite One X Series Senior Manager, Mr. Dario Garcia, and sir, please present the second trophy to the winner. Congratulations. 接下来我们有请米其林亚太赛事总监马奔先生为季军颁发奖杯，有请。再次恭喜所有获奖车手，有请我们各位颁奖嘉宾，我们一起来和获奖的车手面对镜头合影留念。
So your podium for the overall.
好，谢谢，感谢3位颁奖嘉宾。我们有请3位获奖的车手，我们再来合影留念一张好吗？
Who
我们请3位
takes
车手
fourth
单独留
place
念
in
一
the
张。
championship with that win.
And thank you, gentlemen. 好的，谢谢，恭喜！接下来属于我们台上各位车手的荣耀时刻，请大家打开您手中的香槟，与我们全场的各位车手、我们的观众一起来分享属于我们的荣耀时刻。Congratulations again! Wow! 谢谢，再次把掌声送给获得我们 Overall Plus 专业组的前3名车手，恭喜他们，谢谢。谢谢，我们有请各位车手回到台下稍事休息一下，谢谢。好的，谢谢，再一次恭喜他们。那么这也是我们亚洲保时捷卡罗拉杯2021赛季的最后一站，感谢他们所有的车手为我们在上海国际赛车场，在我们的上赛道为我们带来了非常紧张激烈的角逐比拼，也为我们带来非常精彩的第13回合。那么接下来在舞台上将继续为您带来颁奖环节，接下来我们将为您带来 Podium Plus 绅士组。首先我们一起来有请季军。So the third place
Proud
goes
podium
to
to come next.
Absolute Racing 边野，恭喜。
Third place, Bianye.
Congratulations, and the second place goes to Shanghai 永达包金龙，恭喜。
Bao Xinyong fighting his
All
way
right,
back
so the
from
winner
a
for Pro-Am
red penalty.
class goes to Toro Racing 闵恒。Congratulations.
First win in the class of the season for
谢谢
Toro
再
Racing
次
Min
恭
Hung.
喜我们绅士组别的前3名车手，恭喜！接下来我们有请保时捷中国市场副总裁乔家琪先生为冠军颁发奖杯，有请。再次恭喜闵恒。接下来我们有请戴瑞欧先生为我们的亚军颁发奖杯。谢谢，再一次恭喜！接下来有请米其林亚太赛事总监马奔先生为季军颁发奖杯。恭喜我们3位车手，我们有请3位颁奖嘉宾以及绅士组别的前3名车手，我们一起来同台合影留念一下。我们请3位颁奖嘉宾上前一步好吗？谢谢。好，我们一起来看一下镜头 ，3, 2, 1 ，Congrats，Thank you guys。 谢谢 ，Thank you, gentlemen, and now please take a break。谢谢我们3位颁奖嘉宾。那接下来有请我们3位车手，哇哦，已经迫不及待，已经开始享受我们的祥明时刻了。再次恭喜你们，获得了我们绅士组的第13回合前3名的荣誉，恭喜！谢谢，再次恭喜他们。可以看到我们今天的车手表现和状态都是非常的不错。我们也看到，在我们的领奖台上呢，也见到了我们的新面孔，同时有很多老面孔的出现。那也预祝大家在接下来的回合赛当中呢，取得更加优异的成绩。那么接下来舞台上将继续来为您带来由 XM Trade 为您联合呈现的亚洲保时捷卡罗拉杯第13回合正赛的颁奖。那么接下来一个环节呢，我们即将为您带来的是 M Class 业余组别的环节颁奖。首先，我们先来看一下季军。So the third place goes to ZDRT Competition Zone 吴嘉欣 ，Congrats！ 恭喜吴嘉欣获得了业余组的第3名。And now the second place goes to Triple S Racing Harry Kwan. Congratulations. And now the winner for M Class goes to Kitty World Racing Eric Kwan. Congrats. 恭喜！我们有请前3名的车手站在我们的领奖台之上。同时，我们再一次有请保时捷中国市场副总裁乔家琪先生为冠军颁发奖杯，有请。谢谢。接下来有请戴瑞欧先生为亚军颁发荣誉奖杯。恭喜！现在让我们有请米其林亚太赛事总监马芬先生为季军颁发奖杯。谢谢，再一次恭喜业余组别的前3名车手。我们有请3位颁奖嘉宾与我们3位获奖车手一起来同台合影留念。我们也欢迎我们场下的各位观众也举起你的相机，一起来记录属于他们的荣耀时刻的到来。
Nice return to the championship for Wujisin Alex, third position.
3位车手单独在我们的领奖台上合影留念一下。我们再次感谢3位颁奖嘉宾，谢谢。
The two brothers have shared all of the race victories this season.
好的，3
That
位
win,
可以打
Eric
开您
moves ahead.
手中的香槟，
Stretches lead just a
我
little
们再
bit
一
over his
次和
brother.
现场所有的观众来分享属于你们的荣耀和开心。恭喜你们，也预祝大家在接下来的2个回合当中呢，继续取得不错的成绩。谢谢谢谢，恭喜！掌声送给我们所有的获奖的车手，谢谢。感谢我们所有的车手，给我们在上赛带来非常紧张激烈的角逐。我们也预祝所有的车手能够在接下来的比赛当中呢，来取得更加不错的成绩。
Great win for Leo Ye. We'll be back at 15:25.